Ollie sure looks happy today, and that can only mean he's following a beeline to some honey, but I think he'll find it unbearable.
Honey, I love honey.
If Bruce can't feel those bee stings, he'll never stop eating dangummet.
Bruce is barely trained in the bare essentials of proper eating. Bear with it, though. It'll be over in barely a second.
Good, he's leaving. Now it's my turn. I sure hope he left some honey for me. That wasn't very neighborly of him. He ate every drop of honey on the tree. I'll dig a little deeper. Boy, it's dark in here. I feel something sticky. Yeah! Oh, your fire. I didn't take anything. Ow! I said ow! Oh, wait! Ow! Oh, you! Ow!
He's having a real honey of a time.
I think my troubles are behind me.
But, Ollie, it's dangerous.
Dangerous or not, the only way I can make sure we've got enough honey is to get my own hive.
That's true. But I don't see why I'm the one that has to stay here and catch it. Well, I'm ready.
Okay, Jack, here it comes. Fire one.
Bullseye!
Nice catch, Jack. One little knot, and this project is in the bag.
Look, Ollie, you created a balloon.
Wait a minute. That was supposed to be my line. I do the puns around here, if you don't mind. That bee is really boring, isn't he?
Ow! Ollie, wait! Ow! Help, Ollie!
It's nice to see Jack come out of his shell from time to time. Things are really buzzing around here now, except in Ollie's head, of course. The buzz stops there.
Perfect. They're just as busy as can be. That's right, fellas. You just make as much of that sweet honey as your little legs can carry, and Jack and I'll have a fine feast. Funny, I didn't know bees could chirp.
Hey, wait a minute. Something's wrong here.
I hate to tell you this, but you three are in the wrong place.
That's what we get for hiring non-union birds.
Oh, hold it. What's going on in there? This hive is just buzzing with excitement.
Look out!
Hold on there, little stingers. I was just checking to see if you were all right. Now that I know you are, I'm leaving. Bye.
I don't think I've ever seen Ollie run quite that fast. Hey, Bruce, you stay away from those beehives or Ollie will be mad at you.
As you can see, the prospect of having Ollie mad at him has Bruce shaking in his fur. Serves him right for being so nosy. Well, you know the old saying, if you can't lick 'em, wear 'em. I think that's right. Swellhead. I guess those bees can't bear to see Bruce leave with their hive, but that's okay. Bruce always beats them to the punch.
I think our honey farm is in great danger. I don't know what to do, Jack. Our hives are ruined, the bees are gone, and Bruce ate all the honey.
Now, calm down, Ollie. It isn't worth getting all worked up about. We'll just rebuild the hives. Then all we have to do is find some new bees and we'll be in business. business.
But I don't get it, Jackson. Whenever I mess with the hives, the bees sting me, and then when I leave them alone, Bruce steals the honey.
Hey, I've got an idea. Booby trap the hives.
That's great. Let's do it. Yay! Well, the sting operation was a great success thanks to my brilliant plan.
Ollie, that was my plan. I can't believe you've forgotten. I was the one who came up with the idea of switching the hives.
You're right, Jack. You know, sometimes you're as brilliant as I am.
Now that's a frightening thought.
Ollie and Jack's honey farm is now open.
Hey, what about Jack and Ollie's honey farm? Or maybe we could just call it Jack's honey farm instead.
Watch. Next you'll want to make this his show and call it Turtle Tales.
For those who don't speak bee, this guy is either giving directions to leave or desperately looking for a bathroom.
What? Hey! What happened? They're all flying away.
And you thought humans invented the mobile home.
That's it, Ollie. No more honey till we get better billing on the show. You understand?
I'll show you better, Billin'. Oh, let me get my hands on you. You'll never work in this town again. I'll tell the producer. I'll tell your agent. I'll tell my mommy.
Huh? Uh-oh. He's walking into a hornet's nest of trouble. Of course, that's nothing new for Ollie.
You yeller-bellied, yeller-jacket? Are you a wasp or a wimp, huh?
I'll show you who's a wimp.
Come on, I'm ready for you. Once you're in my net, there's no escaping. Hold still so I can net you, you pollen-packing pest. What's the matter with you? Too fast for you? You might as well give up. Gotcha. Hey, Jack, we're back in business. You know what they say, a bee in the net is worth, well, I'm not sure, but it's better than nothing. Huh? Nice bee. I really didn't mean all those things I said about you. Yeah, run, Jack. Sorry, Jack. He must have used his buzzsaw.
Another fine mess you've got me into. I'll never learn.
Never mind that. We gotta find some place to hide.
When you find one, let me know.
Yeah, well, what we need is another plan.
Okay, plan B is to make a fast beeline to the pond and...
Okay,
Once again, Ollie's all wet. Uh-oh, here comes Sparky, and he's going to talk bee again. Well, let's see. He says his Aunt Ida's cat chews gum. Oh, well, I was never very good with insect languages.
Boy, that was a pretty close call.
Oh, no, don't look now, Ollie, but here comes the biggest stinger I've ever seen.
Well, Jack, it doesn't seem to be any safer down here. Well, we might as well take our chances with the bee.
To be or not to be, is that it?
I didn't realize we had such hard water. This is one of those days when I wished I'd stayed in bed.
Sorry, thought you were a fish.
What a scoop.
I can't let Bruce get away with hitting Ollie like that. I'm going to teach him a lesson.
Pretty good, eh? It's amazing what you can do with spunk, determination, and the help of an animator.
Poor Bruce. He wasn't expecting that. I caught him red-handed. Shell-shocked again.
What do you suppose this bear is up to now?
Yeah?
Oh, I see. The last time I saw choppers like that, a dentist was chasing him down the street. Well, let's just hope he keeps his trap shut.
Wow.
What a shame. He used to have such a friendly smile, you know.
You know, Jack, he could use some of my honey.
Your honey?
Just wait till he tastes my hot and spicy brand.
You know, it sure was nice of Ollie to give me his last jar of honey.
Bruce is what you might call a little bit dumber than the average bear. In fact, in terms of brain power, he rates somewhere between a stump and a rock. And this should warm the cockles of his tongue.
Bravo! Bravo! Boy, for a cool bear mooching a meal, he sure got his just desserts, didn't he?
I gotta hand it to you. You really showed Bruce up and spiced up his life in the process. Huh? Oh, no, look, he's back! Come on, Ollie, let's get out of here!
I won't let you get away this time.
Well, I guess we can safely say that our honey farming days are over for good.
No argument. And I, for one, am glad.
Come on! At least all your troubles are behind you now.
Boy, you can sure say that again.
Boy, I sure got a great crop this year.
Yeah, what's left of it.
What's that? Why, you conniving carrot crook, you robbing rabbit, you munchin' menace, you're not gonna get away with this, you know. You'd better stay out of my garden, you hear me? Huh? What? This is downright eerie. There must be a conspiracy. Too bad I'm on this ridiculous vegetable diet. I could be cooking up a good mess of rabbit stew tonight. Now get out of here, you harebrains, before my bullish temper really flares. Now, Amscray. I may be fed up with them furballs, but I'm not gonna let them become eagle fodder, by gum. Why don't you pick on somebody your own size, you useless bag of feathers, you? Oh! Huh? Hey! What's that pesky pain-in-the-tail feathers up to now?
Fresh carrots, plump and juicy. Bet you can't eat just one. Huh? Welcome aboard. You didn't have any dinner plans, did you?
Poor little guys. They've gotten themselves into a fine-feathered mess.
I've got some good news and bad news for those rabbits. The good news is that lunch will be served on this flight. The bad news is they're the main course.
Here you go, kids. Now for dessert.
Mother doesn't seem to realize that her kids' beaks are worse than their bites. The point of this story is to walk softly and carrot a big stick. All's fair in foul play. When it comes to hunting, this eagle's a star, which is why she's got a contract with the biggest talent agency in town. These mice, on the other hand, are lucky if they know enough to come in out of the rain, and I'm afraid this isn't their lucky day.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Well, you know what they say, Jack. The best laid plans of mice and, forget the rest, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance.
Eat hearty.
What do you know? Must have had an escape clause in their contract. My, what do we have here? Looks like Mama is bringing the kitties a little nest egg.
How's this? Enjoy it, kids.
Crocs are lousy dinner guests. That eagle really knows how to throw a party. Her kids want everyone to leave, the guests don't want to be there, and everybody's miserable. What fun. All right, cut it out, you two.
Hey, you, get down from there. You'll scare away the fish. Go on now, buzz her off. my luck, that eagle will catch something before I do. I knew it.
This isn't my day.
Does that octopus know how to fly? No, but if you hum a few bars, he'll fake it. All right, next victim, please. Now that's using your head.
Well, I guess that eagle must have been waiting with bated breath. You look all washed up. I know you eagles are supposed to be hunting experts, but maybe you ought to consider becoming a vegetarian. If you had a garden and grew your own vegetables, you wouldn't have to, huh? Oh, no. When I gave her that advice, I didn't mean she should start with my picnic basket. Well, I suppose her chicks need some chow to chew.
Mama eagles are lucky. Their kids will eat just about anything. Ah, deli food, my favorite.
How many babies does she have up there anyway? You'd think she was feeding a whole zoo.
You look beat. Too much work and you'll go bald, Eagle. Just relax. Oh, no! You know, I'd much rather fly first class. This is a bumpy ride. Are there any good movies on this flight? Do you charge extra for headphones? Now I know why you're so tired. Are all these yours? Lunch! There, that fish ought to hold him for a while. Do you think you'd give me a lift home now? Whoa! Well, all my other plans are shot, so I guess I'll stay and babysit while you look for food.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. I have a sneaking suspicion that Dee Dee Duck is about to become Mama Eagle's newest nest guest. I can't look. Now, this ought to be interesting. Audrey hasn't had her head above ground since she poked it into the subway and had to dodge a runaway train.
Hey, what's going on here?
I want you to know this part's a real stretch for Audrey. Saved in the nick of time. Well, you gotta hand it to her. She's totally dedicated to feeding those kids of hers. But she's been at it so long that now everything she sees is beginning to look like food. That eagle's attempt to grab Audrey might have been interesting, but this ought to be absolutely fascinating.
Oh, that breeze feels real good.
Meanwhile, back atop the eagle's nest, everyone's trying to adjust to the new pecking order.
I wish I had wings so I could fly us all down from here. What are we gonna do?
Rough flight.
Oh, num 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 no dee do do da do da num 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 dee. Hey, cut that out. Let me go. Always wanted an eagle's eye view, but this isn't what I had in mind. From now on, I think I'll stick to bullseyes.
Now, who was it that said time flies when you're having fun? Obviously, no one connected with this episode. Anyway, to bring you up to date, absolutely nothing of any interest has occurred since we last saw Ollie. But the scenery's pretty, don't you think?
We've been up here for hours now. I sure wish I had something to eat. Even a couple of breadcrumbs would be better than nothing.
I'll take care of that. I got this back when the eagle wasn't looking. Oops, never mind.
Those chicks were too quick. I've been licked.
Since finding food was frustrating, Mama's fine-feathered flock is now forced to fly if it wants to feast any further.
Okay, now, do as I do. Fly your wings up and down. Up and down. That's it.
She's teaching them to fly. Now, if we pay attention, maybe we can learn too.
To paraphrase, I've never seen a flying ox. I never hope to see one. But I can tell you this, my friend, I'd rather see than be one.
You know, now that the little ones can fly, they'll be able to hunt for themselves, and they won't need us up here anymore. Gee, they make flying look easy.
But they have wings and we don't. So how are we gonna get down from here?
All we have to do is follow that eagle's flying instructions.
Fly? I think the thin air has affected your mind. If I was meant to fly, I would have been born with landing gear.
Now, everybody just keep an eye on those eagles. We can do it. Just believe that you can and have faith in yourselves.
This is absolutely insane.
We'll see who has a positive attitude now, won't we, Jack? Everybody just flap those paws and hooves and claws. That's it. Excellent. I think we could all use a little boost, don't you? How about a lift?
All aboard.
Here we go.
You gotta hand it to those eagles. They took the bull by the horns and turned a fine-feathered mess into an uplifting experience.
You know I've got a terrible fear of heights. What do you think I should do?
As I always say, Jack, you just gotta have a positive attitude and hang in there.